Return to Simpson Road, turn right and follow it to Route 1 South. At the Boynton Plank Road, turn left. In a short distance, you make a slight detour, if you wish, by visiting Pamplin Historical Park. This is the location of the 6th Corps breakthrough on April 2nd, 1865, and the National Museum of the Civil War Soldier. Continue along Route 1 for 4 miles until you come to a sign directing you to the Five Forks battlefield. As you proceed, look for the Virginia State historical markers designating the site of Confederate General A.P. Hill's death and the location of the October 27, 1864 Battle of Hatcher's Run or Burgess's Mill. Turn right onto the White Oak Road, proceed 6 miles until you come to the intersection of Five Forks. Turn your cassette or CD player back on, as this is Stop 14. In the final spring campaign, General Grant's objectives were to cut the Boynton Plank Road and the Southside Railroad. Five Forks was an important road junction that provided access to the latter, and its capture could mean the downfall of Petersburg and Richmond. To accomplish this, he sent 2 infantry corps, the 2nd under Major General Andrew Humphreys, and General Gouverneur Warren's 5th, along with Major General Philip Sheridan's cavalry, to move upon the Plank Road and Railroad. Hearing of this, General Lee sent a force of approximately 10,000 infantry and cavalry under the command of Major Generals George E. Pickett and Fitzhugh Lee to protect the Forks. Beginning on March 29, 1865, the Union forces began their push upon the Plank Road and nearby Dinwiddie Courthouse. Severing the Boynton Plank Road at its junction with the Quaker Road, General Warren's 5th Corps then moved toward the White Oak Road. At the same time, Sheridan began passing through Dinwiddie Courthouse as he moved northward toward Five Forks. On March 31st, Confederate forces attacked both of these elements of the Union advance, with Sheridan being stopped in his tracks a mile north of the courthouse by Pickett and Fitz Lee. Warren, after being initially thrown back in his movement upon the White Oak Road, by the evening was able to take a position across it. From this location, he received orders to move and join Sheridan near the courthouse. During the early hours of April 1st, General Pickett's forces fell back to Five Forks from Dinwiddie and began preparing a defensive position. General Lee ordered him to hold Five Forks at all hazards, protect the road to Ford's Depot, and prevent Union forces from striking the Southside Railroad. Upon reaching Five Forks, Pickett had his troops entrench along the White Oak Road facing south, with the men stretched out over a 1 3/4 front. On his left flank, a 150-yard-long trench was built at a 90-degree angle to the main line for its protection. By late afternoon, Sheridan, who was now reinforced with Warren's 5th Corps, prepared to make an attack on the Confederate line. At 4:15 p.m., his assault would begin on the Southerners' left flank, eventually falling upon the angle, which he later considered their key position. While he was leading the 3 divisions of Warren's Corps against this point, 2 of his cavalry divisions, under Brigadier Generals Thomas Devon and George Armstrong Custer, attacked the Confederates along their front. Once the 5th Corps became engaged with the southern left flank, General Custer took some of his troops and made a feint against their right. By sundown, Pickett had been driven from the field, and Five Forks was in Sheridan's hands. We invite you to take our 5-stop driving tour and view the various interpretive panels at each site.
Here you will learn the details of the battle and the aftermath of what has come to be known as the Waterloo of the Confederacy.